Archangel Michael says, "Listen closely, my beloved child, for what you are about to hear carries the weight of a secret kept hidden through time. There exists a letter, aged and folded with trembling hands, sealed with the scent of memory and the ink of emotion. It carries your name, written not just once, but traced over and over by a heart that could never forget you. In a quiet room lit only by moonlight, they wrote it. Each word poured from a place of longing, every sentence echoing the pain of distance, the ache of what could have been. They were young, afraid, and convinced that you were too perfect to approach, so they hid behind silence, believing that one day destiny would find its way for them. Years passed. That letter remained untouched, trapped in a wooden box with old photographs and unspoken dreams. They moved cities, met people, tried to smile through new beginnings, yet that letter haunted them every night like a ghost of unfinished love. Even now, as the wind moves gently through your life, the same energy calls your name through invisible threads. It's not random, my child. Heaven is stirring something ancient within your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They remember how you laughed once, how your eyes carried an innocence that could melt any storm. That sound, that glimpse, became their anchor, the one moment they could never erase no matter how far they ran. They wrote lines about how your voice echoed through their quietest nights, how your presence still lingered like perfume in an empty room. Archangel Michael says, that letter was not just ink and paper, it was a spiritual bond written before time began. It carries divine energy, a vibration that heaven refused to let fade. The angels protected it all these years, waiting for the right moment for it to resurface. And that moment, my beloved, is now. A divine hand is guiding their path back toward you. They've seen signs, your name appearing in unexpected places, dreams replaying old moments, songs that seem to whisper your story. Even when they tried to ignore it, heaven did not allow them peace. Every attempt to move on only brought reminders, forcing them to realize that what they buried was never truly gone. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There's a night approaching soon, where the moon will shine brighter than usual. That's when the memory will awaken fully. The letter will be found again, maybe by accident, maybe through fate, but its words will still breathe the same truth: you were there once in a lifetime. Inside, it speaks of a future they imagined with you. A home, laughter, children, and soft evenings filled with peace. They confessed every secret, even the mistakes they made that cost them your presence. You were not just a memory to them, you were the light they never stopped chasing. Archangel Michael says, heaven is about to bring a message through signs that cannot be ignored, numbers repeating, sudden emotions, a familiar name appearing in your feed or in someone's conversation. These are not coincidences. They are divine markers leading you back to what was meant for you. The letter is now charged with divine purpose. The one who wrote it has grown, healed, and carries a heart ready to face the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They wanted to send it 100 times but fear held their hand. They thought you'd forgotten, that time had closed the chapter. But destiny never discards a soul connection, it merely pauses until both hearts are strong enough to remember. For years, they dreamt of handing it to you, seeing your eyes widen as you read what they never said. Heaven has been preparing your heart too, softening you, guiding you through pain and lessons that all led to this understanding. Now, the wind of restoration is blowing. Archangel Michael says, someone has been guided to speak the truth, and that truth begins with this letter. The angels are aligning circumstances so you'll see or hear something that feels too specific to be random. That will be your confirmation. You may even feel their energy before they appear, a sudden warmth, a soft pull in your chest, the feeling that someone is silently thinking of you. That's not imagination, my child, that's the letter calling home. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This soulmate has carried guilt for not delivering that message. They thought they had lost the right to speak to you, that too much time had passed. But love, true love, does not obey time. It bends it, reshapes it, and revives it in divine timing. They've been through storms since then, heartbreak, betrayal, and moments where they wished they could rewrite the past. And yet, through all the noise, your name still lived quietly inside their spirit. Archangel Michael says, this story isn't over. You may think it's too late, but heaven is about to bridge years in seconds. The universe is setting up a divine encounter that will feel like déjà vu, a place, a phrase, or a look that reignites everything. The letter was their confession. But now, it's heaven's message too, because its energy has merged with divine will. You're being prepared for that moment, whether you realize it or not. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The angels show a scene, someone holding an old envelope, hesitating, trembling, unsure if you'd still care. Their lips whisper your name before they even realize it. They read it again and again, wondering if it still carries power. And it does, my beloved. Every word still vibrates with life. You may soon feel restless, emotional without reason. You may feel memories resurfacing like waves. That's your soul responding to the call of that letter, the echo of emotions that once united you beyond language. They want to come clean now. Not for pity or redemption, but for truth. They can no longer carry the burden of silence. Heaven has made sure of that. Archangel Michael says, when this happens, remain calm. Don't fear the flood of emotions. The truth is not here to break you, it's here to free you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The energy between you two is ancient, older than this lifetime. That letter wasn't the first, there were messages exchanged between your souls long before this world knew your names. The angels kept them safe, waiting for this incarnation to bring closure and peace. Now, as the divine timing activates, every delay you faced begins to make sense. The pain, the distance, the longing, all of it was training your hearts for this return. You might sense familiar signs, white feathers, flickering lights, sudden warmth near your heart. These are confirmations that the angelic realm is nearby, orchestrating what's to come. Archangel Michael says, when the truth appears, do not run. Receive it with grace, for it carries the healing that both of you prayed for in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 999. That letter was not delivered because heaven knew you were not yet ready to hear it. The timing was off, your paths needed refining. But now, both of you have matured spiritually, and the moment has been rewritten in divine ink. They never meant to leave. They only meant to return stronger. And though the letter remained hidden, its energy has been whispering to your guardian angels every day. Soon, something will happen, a small but powerful sign that connects both timelines. A message from an unknown source, a misplaced photo, or an unexpected name drop will confirm it. When it does, remember this message. You are stepping into divine restoration, not for the past, but for the future that was always meant to bloom. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Archangel Michael says, heaven has already approved this reunion. The fear that once silenced them will be replaced by courage. The letter is no longer a symbol of regret, it's the key to freedom, forgiveness, and the rebirth of destiny. Their heart beats with a mix of fear and hope, unsure how you'll react but unable to stay quiet any longer. They know this could change everything, yet they trust that heaven has already softened your soul for understanding. In that letter, they wrote one final line: if I never find the courage to tell you, let the angels deliver this for me. And now, that is exactly what's happening. Heaven is delivering it, through this message, through this moment, through you listening right now. You were meant to know. You were chosen to receive it at this divine hour. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The wind will carry a familiar scent soon. The kind that feels nostalgic, almost sacred. When it happens, pause and listen. It's a sign they are near, that heaven has opened the bridge between two hearts once separated by fear. They have written countless letters since then, in their head, in their heart, in their dreams. None were ever sent. But the universe has kept every emotion safe until now. Your energy is calling them home, silently, powerfully. Even the stars seem to move differently when both your souls align. This is not coincidence, it's divine recalibration. Archangel Michael says, what was written in ink years ago is now being rewritten in light. And soon, both of you will stand in the truth you were always meant to share. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The letter is no longer trapped in silence. Its purpose has been fulfilled, to remind you that love, no matter how delayed, never dies when it's written by destiny. Heaven wanted you to hear this today so that your heart can release the past without bitterness. Forgive them, for their silence was never abandonment, it was divine protection until the right time. Their pain mirrored yours. You both carried pieces of each other without knowing how deeply they were engraved. Now, the angels are arranging a reunion not just between souls, but between hearts that have waited in patience and pain. The truth will unfold softly but surely. Archangel Michael says, stand ready. What was lost will return in a way that brings peace, clarity, and divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Your name will soon reach their lips again, this time not in silence but in confession. They will remember the words they once wrote, every promise, every apology, every dream. You may find yourself standing at a crossroads soon, faced with the choice to reopen the connection or let it stay in memory. Heaven will guide your intuition. Follow peace, not fear. The letter is sacred. It's proof that true emotion survives beyond time. Its rediscovery marks the beginning of your next chapter, one written not by fear, but by divine courage. The angels are with you now, surrounding you with light, reminding you that destiny delayed is not destiny denied. They held the letter close for years, hidden in a box beneath everything they wanted to forget but couldn't. Every move they made, every person they met, was somehow touched by the shadow of your name. They could never bring themselves to destroy it, for deep down they knew, it wasn't meant to end that way. Sometimes, they took it out in the dark, when no one could see the tears in their eyes. They traced your name with their fingertip, whispering words they still couldn't say aloud. The ink may have faded slightly, but the energy behind it still burns as bright as the day it was written. Archangel Michael says, your soul has felt this energy for weeks. That's why your dreams have been vivid, why certain songs hit deeper than usual, why your heart has been beating a little faster for no reason. It's not coincidence. It's your soul sensing that something once buried is finding its way back to you. The divine realm is aligning two paths that once ran parallel, never touching but always sensing. Now, those lines are crossing again, and when they do, the silence will finally speak. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. They once promised in that letter that if life ever gave them another chance, they'd never walk away again. They poured their vulnerability into every sentence, regrets, apologies, dreams of a future where you could smile without pain. You were their healing, even before you knew it. But time separated you both too soon. The world pushed them in a direction they didn't want to go, and fear made them believe you'd be better without them. But heaven saw every moment of longing they carried after that, every night they whispered your name into the silence, hoping it would reach you somehow. Now, Archangel Michael says, that vibration finally has. You are both being guided toward a collision of destiny, one that feels fated, like a scene already written in another lifetime. The letter was the seed, and heaven has been watering it with divine timing ever since. Do not resist the emotions that rise when you hear this. That's your higher self remembering what your heart once knew, that this love was written beyond time. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. You will soon feel it, perhaps through a dream that feels more real than waking life. You'll see their face, hear their voice, or maybe even feel the warmth of their touch across space. That will be the moment their heart finally reaches yours, guided by angelic light. They never forgot the day they wrote that letter. They remember where they sat, what song was playing, how their hands trembled as they wrote your name for the last time. They sealed it with the hope that one day, somehow, it would find its way to you. Heaven held on to that promise. The angels guarded it in unseen realms, waiting for both of you to heal enough to meet again without fear. The delay was not denial, it was protection, ensuring that when it returns, it lasts forever. Archangel Michael says, your connection has survived through lifetimes. This is not just a human bond, it's divine craftsmanship. And now, the universe prepares to unveil what has been hidden for so long. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. That letter carries energy that will soon touch your present life in an undeniable way. Maybe it will arrive through a message, maybe through a voice that trembles on the other end of a call. Or maybe, they will find you face to face, unable to hold the words back any longer. When that happens, you'll feel it instantly, the warmth, the calm, the recognition in their eyes. The same soul that once trembled writing your name will now speak it with steady truth. They will tell you that every attempt to forget you only led them back here. Archangel Michael says, the timing is no longer yours to control, it's already moving under divine orchestration. Every delay, every missed chance, every heartbreak led you both to this point of sacred maturity. You had to lose each other to remember what love truly means. This is the kind of love heaven protects, not because it's perfect, but because it's pure. And soon, the proof of that purity will reveal itself in a way no one can deny. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Your soulmate has carried this letter across lifetimes of silence. It's more than paper, it's a vow. They once said, "If I cannot tell you now, let heaven deliver it when the stars align again." My beloved, the stars are aligning right now. You'll notice it through repeating numbers, flickering lights, sudden songs that echo your story, strangers mentioning phrases only the two of you knew. Those are not coincidences, they are signals from the divine, gently preparing your heart. Archangel Michael says, when it comes, don't let fear cloud your heart. You have both suffered enough in the waiting. This moment is about grace, forgiveness, and reconnection. You don't need to rush, only to receive. The angels are standing around both of you, preparing to turn that old letter into a living message, one that speaks through destiny itself. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. You are about to enter a chapter that feels familiar, yet entirely new. You'll see their eyes again, or hear their name, and something within you will soften without explanation. That's the soul's way of remembering home. They once wrote, "Even if time takes everything from me, may my love still find you." And now, time itself has surrendered to divine will. The love that was paused is being resurrected by heaven's light. Archangel Michael says, this is your reward for enduring pain with purity. Your patience has not gone unnoticed. The universe is now weaving a divine surprise into your timeline, one that will erase years of doubt and loneliness. Be still, my beloved. The truth is coming, and it's carrying your name like a prayer that never stopped echoing. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The letter is no longer a secret. Heaven has decided it's time. Even if it reaches you through an unexpected person, a memory, or a divine sign, its purpose remains the same: to heal, to remind, to awaken. You were never forgotten. You were chosen to be remembered at the right time. Every tear, every lonely night, every unanswered why, it's all being redeemed by this divine moment. Soon, your heart will understand what your mind cannot. Love that's written by destiny doesn't end, it transforms, waits, and then reappears when the world is ready. Archangel Michael says, prepare your spirit. The letter will find its way to you before the season ends, and when it does, your heart will finally exhale the peace it's been searching for. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. And when you finally hold it, even if only in spirit, you will know that no word was ever wasted. Every line will feel like it was written yesterday, because love does not age. It only deepens with time. You'll realize then that what you thought was loss was actually divine redirection. Heaven needed both of you to grow apart so you could return whole, not broken. And when your paths finally cross again, the universe will celebrate in silence. Archangel Michael says, this is your sacred awakening, the moment heaven shows you that destiny delayed is destiny perfected. The story that once hurt you will now heal you. The letter that was never sent will now be the message that sets your soul free. And when that moment arrives, you'll know, everything that was written for you, from the very beginning, was always meant to reach you, no matter how many years it took. Type Amen to get blessing 2222.